year, my family and I on Easter decided to have a bake-off. We have the biggest sweet tooth ever, so we all bring our own homemade desserts and we try each other's and see whose is the best. So last year I decided that I didn't really know how to decorate and make cool things with cupcakes, but I wanted to bring a cupcake. So I went to the store and I bought some cute ones that looked like I could have made it, and I put them on a plate and I brought them. So at dessert time, I looked around, everyone's eating each other's cupcakes, and I look at mine and my plate's still there and there's half of one missing. So I was like, why isn't anybody eating my stuff? They look good, I didn't even make them, so they have to be good. So I decided to try it, and it was absolutely disgusting. The frosting was like that cheap store, like plasticky tasting frosting that's gross. So from that day, I decided I was going to find an easy, fun way to make cupcake frosting, and along the way I figured out cool, unique ways to decorate them. So in this speech, I'm going to demonstrate how to decorate and how to make your own frosting. So you're going to need, to make the frosting, you're going to need some milk, butter, and powdered sugar and vanilla extract. So I'm going to go over here to my blender. So you're going to want a bowl that's about this big, because if it's too small, you're going to have powder and everything flying around, and you want to have enough room to fit everything. Okay, so you're going to want a pound of powdered sugar. It's make sure it's the whole box, because you're going to need the entire box of it. And so I'm going to pour this box into the bowl. So it's 1 pound, so you want to make sure that you put the whole thing in there. Okay, so then you're going to add that. And you're going to need a stick of unsalted butter. Make sure it's about room temperature. If it's soft, it's easier to blend and mix with. So I'm going to add that and use my knife to mix it up a little easier. I'm going to add that. And as you add this, you can start blending it once you add the milk in. So I'm going to go ahead, and it's 1/4 cup of milk, which I measured out before so I didn't have to bring a gallon of milk to class. So it's 1/4 cup of milk. And then from there, you can start blending. So you're going to want to use an egg beater. You can't use a fork because it won't really mix well. So you're going to use an egg beater, like so. Okay, and then put it on probably 1 or 2. You don't want it too high. You'll have flour flying everywhere. So go ahead and put it on a low, and you're going to blend it. And you're probably going to do this for about 2 minutes. It should make sure it's at a consistency of frosting. You don't want it too thick, because then it won't really go over well, and your cupcakes will be too thick, and you don't want really thick frosting. Make sure you're going to get all the sides too, and keep the blender down low, because if you pull it up high, you'll have a fun flour fight with your cupcake mix, and you'll have flour everywhere, your hair. It's not fun. So after you blend this for a while, it should be kind of getting thick. So I'm going to add the tablespoon of vanilla. So let me bring the tablespoon. So you want to make sure you have the exact measurements. If you have too much, it gets really sweet, and you don't really want pure sugar frosting. It's kind of gross. So you're going to add 1 tablespoon. And then continue blending that. And most of you know how to make box cupcakes. If you find a box, it has the directions on how to make them. So that's why I'm not really demonstrating how to do that, because I'm sure all of you can read a box and make cupcakes. So you're going to want to make sure you have your cupcakes. You can pick any flavor you really like, whichever one you prefer. For this, I did vanilla cupcakes. So after you blend this, it should be really smooth and kind of softer. more minute. And these make great gifts. Like, it's better to have, it's the thought that counts, you know? So you can give it to like a friend for a birthday or holiday. And it's cheaper than a cheesy little gift. And they're cute and they're fun and everybody will enjoy them. Perfect. Okay. So, I'm going to move this here. Okay, so now I'm going to go over here. And we're going to have a decorator. So this is better than using a knife and just spreading it on your cupcake, because that's where my problem is. I always frost them too soon. So make sure the cupcakes are cooled. So you're going to take that. And to use this, you're just going to unscrew the cap. And you're going to want to put your frosting into the tube. So probably, depending on how many you make, you're going to want to fill it up. But since I'm just decorating one, I'll show you. You just want to put a little bit in here. And see how the frosting's like thin and it's easy to spread. So you're going to want to push that into the tube. And the more you put in, the easier it is to spread and push through. So you're going to put that on, then screw the cap back on. So put this, and this is a, you could get any type of connector part for the tip. Right now I just have like a cute little swirl, so all the frosting will show up as a swirl. So after that, you're going to take your cupcake, and you're going to take this and you're going to press, not too hard because then it'll pop off. That's my example of that. So screw it back on, and you're going to push the button. So you're just going to do it soft in like individual little puffs, because if you do too much, then it will all blend together and it won't look too cute. So it's better to just do individual like this. So after that, you should have your cupcake, and it should look like that, with like the cool little designs. And so next, I'm going to use my paper towels to clean up my hands. You're going to take the decorating part. So after frosting, it's a lot easier using this too. I've always used just a knife, you know, and spread it, but it doesn't really go on as smoothly, and this makes it kind of look like a cooler effect and make it look like you actually tried. Okay, so for this, I'm making Easter cupcakes. Since Easter's coming up, I'm going to show you how to decorate some, and maybe you can make them for your friends or family. You're going to need, I'm making a grass with Easter eggs. So you're going to need a cup of coconut. So you're going to take this, I have it in here. Make sure it's not the unsweetened coconut. You don't want to get unsweetened, it won't taste very good, it'll be bitter. So you're going to want to get sweetened, and then green food coloring. So it'll come in a little bottle like this, and you're going to want to add anywhere from 4 to 7 drops, depending on how dark you want the grass to be. So I'm going to add 7, like that. And then you're going to go ahead and mix it up until you find the actual color you want. So I want it a little darker so it stands out. You could do light green or whatever. You could even do pink if you want. But since it's the grass, I'm going to do it like that and add one more drop. And then just mix it all up, because it will be like darker the more you mix it. So it should look like this. Okay, so from there, you're going to take a handful of coconut and you're going to sprinkle it on top. And you're going to want to pile it on, because the more you put, the darker and the more it stands out. So you're going to add it like that. And then finally, you're going to put your Easter eggs. So I'm using jelly beans, the little pink colored for Easter. And you can put 3 to make it look like a little nest. So then you have your Easter cupcake. And so these are perfect for friends and family. And you know, this year I'm going to bring my cupcakes and everyone's going to eat them. And the frosting does not taste like cheap, fake frosting from grocery stores. So that's my